Hi guys, it's Adam here with Florida Man Adventures. It's the day before gator season starts. I'm going to show you exactly what I have on my boat, and I'm going to show you my boat because I promised Kent from Gator Trax Boats when they built me this boat that I would do this video for him. And it's been a year and I have just put it off, and today's the day. So today I'm going to show you about the Gator Trax. I'm going to show you what I have in the boat whenever I go gator hunting, kind of my setup, and a few other surprises along the way. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We appreciate you watching, and can't wait to take you guys along for the journey that's going to be the 2022 gator season here in Central Florida. Whenever I contacted Kent to build this boat, I wanted this boat to be primarily for gator hunting, but I wanted to be able to take the kids out fishing. I wanted to be able to go out to the bay, kind of an all-purpose boat. So after contacting Kent and talking with Kent over about 50 emails, finally decided I was going to go with a 19-foot Gator Trax, 21-inch hunt deck, 65 inches at the widest width of the boat. And I went with the 90 horse Suzuki 4-stroke. To be honest, I thought I was going to need bigger, but the 90 horse, it pushes it, 38, 39 miles an hour, and that is all that I need. I also went with the 80-pound Minn Kota Tarova trolling motor. Got the Humminbird Helix 6 depth finder, fish finder, GPS system, whatever you'd like to call it. And pretty much from front to back, I went with the diamond plated gray hunt deck, obviously the blue boat. I had the open concept done here. Here's where my batteries are stored. I got my batteries, keep my gaff, life jackets, pretty much all the mechanical stuff I keep up at the very front. In the second locker here is where I keep all my stuff that we're gonna need for the day. We got more life jackets, we have a gun, we got the little boy's PFD that he wears all the time. So pretty much this is a big equipment, and I didn't want it divided up into spaces either. I wanted one big compartment here. So I mean, gosh, I think it's 27 inches by 48 inches. It's a nice big compartment space for storage. I mean, and it's worked out perfect for me. When I built this boat, one of the biggest things I wanted a big front deck. And one of my two regrets that I have with this boat is that I didn't make the deck come all the way to where I originally had it coming. As you can see, right here was where the deck was supposed to be, but I wanted some open space here for whatever reason. In hindsight 2020, I can't remember why I canceled the deck coming out this far. So that's my one regret building this boat. The second regret building this boat is this right here. I wish I would have made this a storage space instead of having it open underneath. I had a grand idea of being able to roll an alligator up under there, and it doesn't work out. So on my next one that I build, that will be closed. This will be storage space, deck will be back. But that's on the next build, which with my wife's approval will be in like a year or two. So moving on to the back, obviously I went with the center console. I didn't want nothing too extravagant. I wanted something to hold on to, a couple rod holders on each side. Here's my dashboard. Went with I got a USB cord, I got an AC/DC plug-in. Pretty much anything that can be powered through here. Got the big live well on this side here. Something that honestly during gator season I plugged that live well and I turned this into another storage compartment, because with gators we don't need a live well. Moving on to the back here, got the 3 hatches. I went with the 27-gallon fuel tank. Holds plenty of fuel for me, never had any issues with it. Obviously the bilge pumps and all that stuff came standard. Another big thing that I had to have on this boat was this poling platform, and I wanted it a little higher than normal. So whenever I'm gator hunting, I like to be able to get up there, stand, get above the water, and kind of see exactly what I'm dealing with. And the cool thing about Gator Trax is when they put one of these on the boat, it is removable. 7 bolts and it comes off. So the other thing that I did with this boat, like I said earlier, I went with a 90 horse 4-stroke Suzuki. It pushes this boat just fine. I haven't had any issues with it. Went with a 4-bladed prop. I had the nav lights obviously built into the boat. Got a Tennessee trailer and it's got the vault trailer system. And the cool thing about the vault trailer system is that it's a no maintenance trailer. You don't have to grease the axle, like it's no maintenance at all. So that's awesome. And now coming this way, one more thing that I really wanted on this boat was a cooler. And right now it's obviously being used as a storage space, but this is a roto molded insulated cooler area, and it'll keep ice for 2 days, 2.5 days at times, especially if you keep the boat out of the sun. Other than that, I opted out of the Talon system on the back of the boat, or the power pole, whatever you guys want to call them. I just went with the push pole, and I had them build this in. Come check this out. And they built this system in for this boat that we just push the pole into. Sticks in. There's one here, there's one in the back, and it just works out well for me. So other than that, I mean, that's my Gator Trax in a nutshell, Kent. Sorry that it took a year to get this video done for you. I will say now that Gator Trax, they're a year out, I believe, on their builds. So if it's something you're interested in, I'm gonna have Kent's information down below. Gator Trax's information, Miss Ruth, Kent, everyone at Gator Trax was just phenomenal through the financing process, the build process, design process. Everything was pretty much flawless. Have nothing bad to say about them. And like I said, as far as bad to say about the boat, is my issue with not taking the deck back and opting to leave the storage space out. So with that being said, since Gator season is so close, I'm gonna show you guys a local business here in town that I took my boat to for service, and it's owned by some nice young guys, and they did a phenomenal job. So Old Salt Marine here in Palmetto, full service marine, full service Suzuki dealer. They can get you a new motor, they can service your old motor, they can fix just about anything that you can pull in here that is supposed to float or run on the water. They're also a C-Pro boat dealer, a Twin V dealer, Avalon dealer, Stump Knocker dealer. They can put your power poles on your boat. They're also a Raptor dealer, which is through Minn Kota, but it's the same thing, probably a little cheaper. Minn Kota dealer, and they can also outfit your boat in SeaDek. If you're on the West Coast, they can get you taken care of. If you're in Central Florida, they can get you taken care of. They have a location in Wildwood, a location in Lakeland, and of course the location here in Palmetto. If you need this Palmetto location, here's the number: 941-981-5626. I've been dealing with Chandler and Lathan. If you guys need them, tell them I sent you. They'll take good care of you. Now that we got the Gator Trax all picked up, got her all loaded up, ready to go, I'm going to also show you guys right here towards the end of this video exactly what I take on the boat whenever I go gator hunting. So like I said, I would show you guys kind of what I have on the boat whenever I go gator hunting. I do things a little different than other guys. I don't use a harpoon. I'm a minimalist, so my idea is to catch gator, hook in gator, get gator in boat. Super simple. So I'm a bait guy. I like snatch hooking gators, but whenever I have friends that come down hunting, baiting is just so much easier. So remember, in the state of Florida, you have to have your wooden peg here and put your bait of choice, which I can't share with you guys what my bait of choice is because that's top secret information. So to be sure to use your wooden peg for your bait, give it 24 to 36 hours to soak and just pure nasty. I start with a bait rod, and I go with about 85-pound Power Pro on this. I got about 400 yards on it. It's just the Daiwa Seagate that I got from Brothers Outdoors there in Sarasota, Florida. And the old Muskie Shop rod, which I have been very impressed with over the last few days of gator hunting. So that's my bait rod there that my bait will be attached to. Gator eats the bait. We're gonna sneak up and try to get a snatch hook in him. Big treble hook here. This is the 6-aught extra strong hook by Gator Taker. You just can't go wrong. This hook in particular, a couple days ago, caught 2 gators over 11 foot, and it's still just as sharp if I needed to use it right now. On my snatch hook rods, I do use 200-pound Power Pro on those. And I keep 2 of these rigged up for snatch hooks on the boat along with a bait rod, because really any more than 2 it just becomes cumbersome. The other thing is, a lot of guys use harpoons. Like I said earlier, I do not use a harpoon. I have had more trouble catching gators and having gators brought off by just stabbing them with a harpoon. I forego all of that. Call my guy Hunter with Gator Taker again, and I have a few of these 16-aught heavy bottom lead hooks, 2,000-pound mule tape, and when he gets close, I just sink this in him, and it's it's game over after that. Big hook in him, you know, your typical bank stick. Then it's bank stick time. I use a 357 bank stick. Make sure your O-rings are oiled, make sure your safety pin is in, and then it's just boom, game over, just like that. But with that being said, be sure that you have your gator tags in your boat. Be sure that they are signed. Be sure you have your life jackets, all your personal stuff. Because I'm telling you, these guys will not give you a break if you're missing something. It's a ticket. It ruins a good day. Just keep it simple. Be sure you're prepared. If you need emergency stuff, you know, if you have to take medicine or whatever, it's good to have a first aid kit on the boat. I have a couple tourniquets and whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much what I use on my gator hunts. It's super simple. Sorry, I just can't give you the kind of bait that I use, so you guys will have to figure that out on your own or come hunting with me. If you're here in Southwest Florida and you're getting ready for gator season, you're last minute preparing, you don't have your beef lung, you don't have your gator taker hooks, here at Brothers Outdoors in Sarasota, Florida, you can get everything you need. Not only can you get anything you need for gator hunting, they got anything you'll need for fishing. They carry Florida camo, they carry all of your hog dog equipment you could need. They got Garmin, they got all the fishing rods you could want. But the cool thing they got going on right now, if you watch this video before August 31st, if you can get over here for $5, it gets you into an entry fee for their 3D archery challenge. They have a 20-yard course here. And I'm going to shoot it myself, and you win a set of custom bowstrings, and also if you're the winner you get $75 coupon to the Florida Man Apparel website. So it's $5. What can you do? Gut shot a fake elk. And also, along with those snatch hooks, I know a lot of you guys are snatch hook guys, but when you really get desperate, instead of coming to me, you can just come here to Brothers Outdoors, get you some of that magic there. Ask Aaron or Keith for Adam's magic concoction here, and they'll hook you up with a little bit of that bovine lung. I think this is the one that we're going to need to catch the gators we're going to catch this year. That's called the showstopper there. But in all reality, I use this 6/0 extra strong hook here that Hunter makes. I've never had an issue with it. I've only had one ever bend, and it's because we'd fought a gator for 2 hours, 13 foot 2 inches, and it was bent just slightly. So gator taker hooks, I'm telling you, there's no other way to go. There's several guys out there trying to imitate Hunter. It ain't it. Gator taker hooks, that's where you want to be. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is the opening video to vlogging the entire gator season. Right now it's actually 3 days after gator season opened, and I'm telling you, the next video that I put out, you guys are not going to want to miss. We caught 2 giant alligators. The first one went pretty well by textbook. I mean, it was a heck of a fight. It was an amazing time. But the second one took us on an absolute rodeo, and you guys are not going to want to miss this, because if I wouldn't have had the video rolling, 90% of people wouldn't believe exactly what transpired before we killed this gator. So appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, like this video, share with all your friends, and if there's anything else that you would like for us to cover regarding gator hunting, just drop it down in the comments. Appreciate you guys.